I am here today with Austin Armbruster to get a little bit of an insight into his experience with photography. Austin, how long have you been shooting photography for?
I've been shooting for about a year and a half, 2 years now, I would say.
Well, what sparked your interest in analog photography specifically?
I've always kind of had an interest in photography itself and anything artistic. I paint, I draw, and I wanted to get my own reference photos. And from those reference photos, I didn't want it to be basic digital images. So that's why I started getting into film photography. And my dad always had a old film camera on his shelf. I knew he was into that as well. And I kind of just asked to borrow that, and it kind of just sparked a whole interest in it once I knew there was a whole resurgence of it.
And now that you've been shooting photography for a bit, what are some locations that you enjoy shooting at the most?
I kind of like city locations like downtowns. I enjoy going to the beach. That's always fun. There's so much to like shoot. You can shoot the water, the ocean. You can shoot people at the beach. You can shoot around and get like old vintage cars, old buildings, kind of a little bit of everything. I mean, I love the mountains as well. So, yeah.
And so, in terms of style, would you say you lean towards people, place like objects, buildings? Is there a specific style in which you enjoy more?
I kind of shoot, like I said, a little bit of everything. I do enjoy shooting a lot of like older cars or cars in general. I enjoy the like occasional portrait. It's just finding the right atmosphere and the right environment to fit that person into. I like finding a person that fits in a specific place or doesn't fit in it, but I feel like they have to be cohesive in some sense.
And what would you say are a couple of your most memorable experiences with photography?
That's a good question. It's a hard one. I would say I've met a lot of people through photography, and I think that in itself as a whole is an experience. I've made a lot of good friends just out in Orange County area, and we shoot a lot of street photography. We just kind of walk around in photo groups, and we go to different coffee shops and talk about film, and I don't know, it's cool to have that experience shooting with people. So I find that memorable.
Are there any passion projects in your foreseeable future?
Yeah, actually I'm working on a couple of photo books. Those ones are gonna probably take me a year or so to put together. COVID kind of messed that up. But now I'm working on some smaller zines, possibly, hopefully within the next month or two that I can get out. So I just have to find some people to print those.
And last thing, do you have any beginner tips for those about to start their analog film journey?
Yeah, have a lot of money because it's expensive. Film is not cheap. No, but really, just get out and do it. Don't overthink it. Don't buy too many like cameras. I made that mistake. You can do that too, but honestly, just find a camera that you enjoy, stick with it, learn how it works, learn the ins and outs, and pick a film stock and stick with that as well. So.
Thank you for sharing your insight with me, Austin. It was a pleasure.
No, thank you.